Hi guys! Today I have a fun tag, but in doing this, I wanted to use some digitals from my good friend Lorna with TaylorMade Journals. She has these beautiful digital kits that I've kind of been sitting on for a minute, and I decided to print some out. I wanted to share some of them with you. There's a ton more that I want to share, so I'll print some of those out to kind of give you a sneak peek of more of her newer collections. But these are beautiful. These are Echoes of India, and if you follow her on Instagram, she's gone there for a minute, and I am so glad she did. Look at how beautiful. I only printed out a few, and I did do double-sided just to kind of, I'm thinking that these would be gorgeous in a journal. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Oh, I'm so obsessed. Look at how pretty that is. So these are, what did I say? Echoes of India. And I will link her Etsy shop where she sells her digitals down in the description box. But aren't they beautiful? Look at that. The colors are gorgeous. And then this one, I'm so dumb because this one I was trying to keep notes on them so that I know what the name of the digital sets were so that I can share them with you, and I forgot to take it off. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. But look what I did. But anyways, so this one is called Filigree Borders Collection. And aren't they beautiful? Look at that. So let me turn them around so you get different shades. But look how pretty. The borders are gorgeous. Look at that. I absolutely love these. These are called, let me move these over to the side. These are called, I kind of scaled them down a little bit, but these are called Hippity Hop. Look how pretty. I'm going to put it this way so you can see them. Hippity Hop. This one is not double-sided. And then I've already been kind of working on it, but look at how pretty. The little kids are so cute. Oh my gosh. And look at this one. Again, this is the Hippity Hop. More of an Easter kind of. Oh, so, oh my gosh. Look at their little eyes, their little faces. Aren't they gorgeous? This one is called Garden Stories. Oh my gosh. I can't choose a favorite, so don't ask me. But look how pretty. So of course you can scale them down. But look how cool. These I did try to scale. I was just kind of playing around with my printer just to see what I could do. Look. Just trying to scale them down, but I mean, however much you scale them down, look how clear the images are. Look at this one. This one I did do a full sheet, but Florist and Garden Supplies. And then look at this one. Look at that. I know it's sideways, but is that not the coolest? Fall of 1908. I think that this is gorgeous. Look at that. And then still you get different varieties in this pack. Look how beautiful that is with that here. And then you get this one here. So you get like antique kind of advertisements with florals and the catalog and everything. And then you also get something like this. I absolutely love florals that are like this, kind of like wildflowers. But they're gorgeous. Look at that. So I printed out some of those. Sorry, let me put these back. And then I did some of these. And these are called Springtime Mischief elves. Look how cute. I love them. And this is called Little Heart of Mine. I think these were more for like the Valentine, but I'm telling you that I kind of sat on them way too long. But these are still really cute, and they don't have to be Valentine at all. Look at how cute they are. Very springy, very beautiful. And this one is called Where Love Blooms. And again, I was just kind of messing around with the sizing. Look at that. The little girl with glasses. And then this one. Isn't that pretty? But today, I am going to be playing with, wait a minute, let me see. Did I do all of these? Yeah. Today, I'm going to be playing with, this one is going to be the base of our tag. And this one is called Chipped Paint. Isn't that beautiful? This is going to be our base. And I have an idea, so I haven't done it yet because I didn't want to use up my paper. But look at this. This one is called Corrosion. Look at this gorgeousness. Is that not the coolest? And then look, I did it double-sided. Actually, this is supposed to go this way. But look at how cool all of that metal rustiness. And then this is from the same set. Look at this. Is that not the coolest thing? I'm obsessed. And she's got some more that I want to print out, but I didn't get a chance to yet. But we're going to work with this. So let me go ahead and I'm going to cut this down. Let me just get my cutter out since I already have this one out. My Carl, love this. I don't get it out enough in my videos, but I use it all the time. And I'm going to cut this out at, I'm trying to see what side I want to use. I think I want to use this side. So let's cut this down to, I like to do let me trim this off just a tiny bit. I'm gonna trim it off just so that I know that I'm getting what I want here. I'm gonna do 3.5 by 6.5. So let's do 3.5 wide. And then let me take this little piece off here. Come on. And then we're gonna do 6.5. Now this is a larger size, but because I'm going to be using these, I kind of need them for it to be a little bit big. Okay, so this is gonna be my base, and then I want to use this, and I kind of want to cut out. I'm trying to think. I think I'm just going to have to use my scissors because I want to cut these out and make these into pockets for my tag. So let's get out our large scissors for this and then just kind of cut some out. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's do some of these down here. And I'm just going to cut some of these out. I'm trying to be careful. I think I just want about 3 of them. So let's just cut 3 of these out. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this on camera because guess what? It's just going to take me a second. I could use these 3, but I kind of want to use that yellow one too. So look at how easy this is. So we'll use that one. maybe this yellow one. Just cut this out really quick. You can fast forward if you need to. You don't want to watch me cut these. But I think that this is going to be so cool. There's that one. And then I want to do this one. So we're just going to cut this. And just cut straight along. This is what the larger scissors are good for, when you need to cut a straighter line. Let me just trim this little bit off up here. Very cool. Okay, we're gonna save those. Let me throw this out. And let's cut here. I just use this. Look at how big this tag is gonna be. I love it. So this is gonna be our tag, and then I kind of want to make this like this and then just add little tags. Doesn't that look cool? Okay, let's ink this first. So I'm going to use, maybe, since I already have this out, I'm going to use my walnut stain. And this is the ink. And for those of you that are new, I know that sometimes I don't always mention it, but I get asked a lot about the items that I use, like where did I get whatever item or supply that I'm using for my crafting. Oh, I should have cut that part off. That's okay. But I always try to link everything that I use in a project, whether it be tags or an actual, not that tags are not a project, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. But for all of my crafts, I always try to list the supplies down in the description box so that you can go in, and if there's anything that I'm using that you're interested in, I try to put links to everything. And if I forget something, then you let me know. If I don't, a lot of times if it's not in there, it's because it's no longer available. And I can't find anything similar. But there's that little tidbit. But I always try to add a supply list with links. And it could be, you know, depending on where I get it from. It's either Amazon or Temu. That's pretty much the majority of where I get my things. But yeah, so I try to make sure that I have that list for you down below. Okay, now let's put this back here, and this is gonna go here like this. Isn't that gonna look cool? And then just adding like little mini tags or something. Yeah, so I'm gonna just glue the 3 sides so that I can make them into pockets. Or yeah, I'm gonna make them into pockets. So I was gonna say, or I can make them into like little belly bands. So it's up to you. You can make them. I'm gonna put this a little further down so that I have room to put a tag. But yeah, you can make them either into pockets or belly bands, whatever you decide. I guess it just depends on how big you want your tags to be. I think I'm going to put this about here. This is going to be a super easy one, but I think it's going to look so cool. I could have probably gotten away with just doing 2. We'll figure out how we're going to do that one on the top. I'm thinking that I want to use See, this is what happens when you when you try to do double-sided. I guess I can use like the sides, right? Because I don't want to cut into this, but I think I might. I think this one is probably better, because I could cut maybe like along here and make our tags so that I can have something like cool like this in the back. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to just cut along here, and then I'm going to use this as my tags. And then we'll decorate it up a little bit. But see, this could go in here. So let's trim this off with my little, this is one of my favorite tools, my little mini paper trimmer. But I'm thinking, let's see, how tall do I want this? It's gonna be a fat little one, but let me get just like a little marker or something, just to kind of mark maybe where I want it. Let me just even this out. Is it even? Yeah, it's even. Let's kind of make this a little bit thinner. I probably could have done it a little bit taller, but that's okay. We'll do this. Let's round the edges here. I can make a little hole. Let's do this one. And then we can make, let's use the leftover of this, and we can make some, we can punch some holes. Let's do 3 of these. Come on. Let's just ink this just a tiny bit. I need my tweezers for this one. And then we can put this here. And then we can add like a little bit of twine or something to that. Let's ink around these edges to get rid of that white core here. And then there's one. These are gonna be teeny tiny. Come on. This, I don't want to sit it like this, because and then it's going to dirty up my mat, but I hate that it rolls around everywhere. There, much better. Okay, on to the next one. Let's do this one about, let's do it about there. So again, these are going to be teeny tiny, but they're going to be cute. Just straightening off these edges here. Yeah. So let's do our edges. And then do this. Trying to, I think that's good. So let's ink this. We'll do this side. Just using whatever leftover ink I have on my little dauber. There is that one. Let me go around this. just to get rid of that white. So cute. Okay, last one. I don't think I'm going to even bother to put a little hole there. I need to trim this down. Let me go ahead and kind of eyeball how tall I want this one. Oops. I am tipping everything over. Okay, yeah. Oh, I did that one pretty spot on. So let's just round the corners here. Ink this. And where is my other little... Oh, here it is. Come on. Okay. Goes this way. And then glue this. I'm gonna try to glue it, and I don't even have my hole punched yet. Come on. Now glue it. Perfect. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? How cute is that? Look at how easy that was. I think I spent more time sharing the digitals than I did making it, which is absolutely perfect. Now, let's get some of our fun little ephemera. Let's see. I'm going to get my Ephemera Snippets, Curator Snippets, and maybe my mini dolls. Let me move my little trash bin here. We can get our little mini dolls here. And now we can have fun decorating. So let's see. I kind of want to see if I can maybe label these. Wouldn't that be cute? Let's see if there's little labels that, see how cute that would be to label them. Let's see if I can find enough. So let's add, I might have to add ink to my dauber. I'm going to add this here. Very cool, right? Okay, I need another little strippy thing. So let's see. How about this one? What does this one say? All right. Hey, as long as they're little strips, then I'm gonna use it. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Put that there. Okay, I need one more. So give me another little strippy thing. What about this? No, that's just a little label. Let's see. This one? I can put that one up here. Put this one here, making sure I'm still in frame. I feel like this is a little further away from me, but yes. Yes, yes. I'm wondering if we could kind of get away with maybe adding little people sitting down on them. Or maybe even, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be cute? But I don't know if this is the right one for it. Let's see. I have a bunch of these. He would be a little bit off, right? He would be a little bit off to the side. But wouldn't that be cool? I think we're gonna do it. I think that that looks so cool. Let me add a little bit more ink to my dauber here. But he is going to be off just a tiny bit, but I am definitely okay with it. I think that that would look super cool to have him standing like right here. I think I'm just going to ink, not ink, but glue just his body. I'm not going to glue his arm. So like that, I think if I put it in and out, it won't bother that. So let me do his body and his legs. I'm not putting anything on his arm. We're gonna put this right here. Okay, sorry about that. I got interrupted. But I went ahead and glued him down. I did not glue anything on his arm. So like that, look, I can still add the tag in and out without bothering him. And I can put this little guy here, maybe add a little something on the bottom so that it looks like he's not just standing around on nothing. I don't know. Maybe, how about this one? This one's red. I feel like this one might stand out a little bit more if I add this here. Yeah. This is coming out a lot cooler than I had anticipated, which is so much fun. I love when that happens. But we're gonna put him over here, right off to the side. And then before I actually press down on his feet to glue it down, I'm gonna add this right under so that it looks like he's standing on something and he's just not floating around in the air. So I will put this here, right on the edge. Very, very cool. I don't know if I should add maybe a little somebody up here. This little guy? I could, right? He fits perfect. Let's not question it. Let's just do it. I think he's supposed to be like, his hands are supposed to be on something, but that's okay. We're just going to put him. So add a little bit of glue. And put him here. What am I doing? Putting him about here. Yeah. Look how cute. Okay, now let's just add fun little things here. Let's see. What could we add? Trying to see what I have in my little box of tricks here. I'm trying to think what exactly I want on here. I'm thinking only because I have, you know, the back of the packaging for some of the Tim Holtz things. It has like the little images of like a preview of what they have, and I cut them out. Now I'm thinking, wouldn't that be kind of cool? But I think it might be too much. Might be a little bit too much. So I think we're gonna just, yeah. I think we're just gonna add fun little things here maybe. So let's just use the Curator Snippets instead. And just add, let's add this maybe here. Just like a little collage of cute little things. Add that there, and maybe, how about this number? Because we gotta love our numbers, right? I can get our number strips out too. Add that here. Do something simple. Put that there. And then we can add maybe this one. Maybe add this right here in the middle. And then this little one off to the side. Like that. Just something simple, because I feel like the majority is like out here with the drawers and then the little guys there. I think that that's just so much more fun. So let's add maybe this one and maybe this little round one. So I'm gonna put this one on this side, just kind of alternating them. Since this one's on this side, this one's in the middle, so we'll put this one on the right side. And then we'll add some twine or something. And then this, my friends, would be it. Do I feel like it still needs a little something there? Let's see in my field note snippets to see if I have maybe I have these little stamps. Let me see. Or I can put something like that. Something like that. Here's another little stamp. If I have another little stamp, here it is. Oh, but that's the same as that one. Don't want to do same. Looks like that's all I have. Let me see, does this need something? I could put maybe this up here, or maybe this one. Come on. Really? What's happening here? My gosh. I could put this here. Let's do that one. I just feel like it needs a little bit more. So make sure this is right side up. this right here. Okay. There it goes. And then we can put this here and let's see. Put this little one right there. Just adding a little bit of ink. And then add this here. Yeah. Definitely needed 3 things instead of just the 2. Felt like the 2 was just too little bit. Add this like this. Okay. Yep. I like it. Okay. Now we can add our little, I love this. Let's add our twine or something. Let's see. Trying to see what I have. I could maybe do like this black. I feel like it might need something a little bit thicker. Let's see, what else do I have? Trying to see if there's anything else that maybe I could use instead. But no, I think we'll just use that then. Or just this one. This one's just a tiny bit thicker. I kind of wanted, you know what? Let me reach over. Hold on. I have this little box. Maybe we'll use this jute twine instead. Yeah, I think that might be better. So let's see how this will work. So let's cut these down. I think it gives it more of that industrial look, right? These little tags are so cute. They're so tiny. But oh yeah, much better. Just when you're pulling it, just be careful. You don't want to rip your tag. And then we'll kind of maybe cut it here. We'll get another little piece. Add this here. Put it in, and then we'll trim it. And then the last one. So I had this idea of how I wanted to do this, but I wasn't exactly 100% sure. But now that I made it, I am really happy with it. Isn't that the cutest? I love it. I think that that is so much fun. And I have enough to make a ton more. But look at how cool. And then with this one, you can even use this and maybe scale it down a little bit and use that and make more of a travel theme, because these are the suitcases. So I'm just saying, I absolutely love them. Lorna, you did an awesome job with these. and I can't wait to use the other ones. You have to see the other ones. I have to print those out so you could see the other digitals that she has. But that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little tag that I did with using Lorna with TaylorMade Journals digitals. Again, I will link her her Etsy shop down below so that you can follow her there, so that you can get notified every time she uploads a new listing. And yeah, check out her digitals, see if you like them. I know you will. They're beautiful. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that jazz, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.